All right, this is a very simple video with a very period of time. You may see an issue here as I'm spawning you may see an issue here as I'm spawning bamboos and bees. I basically an infinite amount and I'm not getting rid of them. So I know they're leaving the area and we don't see them or interact with them anymore, but the game is still keeping track of them. So if I let this game run, I would maybe encounter some performance issues because I just have all of these bees and bamboos to keep track of, or at least my computer does, even though I don't need to. So thankfully there's an easy fix for this, because we need to basically destroy these game objects once we don't need them anymore. And there's a very simple way to do that, and it's not the most performance friendly, but we don't really need to worry too much about performance, for this game will and probably will remain quite simple. So I'll do my bamboos, for example. Your bamboo, or your whatever object you have a script obviously on your prefab. I don't know what yours is going to be named, but this is mine. And in this script, I basically want to delete myself. I want to destroy whatever bamboo this script is attached to, right? I could have 30 bamboo on the game. They each have their own script. I basically need every prefab to self-destruct. And I'm going to self-destruct, or I'm going to destroy the bamboos after a certain amount of time. So depending on the speed and stuff like that, it's always better to err on the too long side as opposed to the too short. So that bamboo basically spawned and left the game field within 10 seconds. That bee is just hauling it. So I would say, these bamboos really aren't in play for anything longer than 20 seconds. I mean, just the way the speed is and stuff like that. And it's not really good coding practice, but we're keeping things simple. So I basically need these bamboos to destroy themselves after 20 seconds, so I don't have to keep track of them. So what I can do is this lovely start method. Remember, as soon as my prefab spawns, any code in here will start. So you're going to think this is a little crazy, but I could do destroy game object. And what this one line of code will do is it will destroy the prefab that the script is attached to. So this is my bamboo script. If this script is attached to a piece of bamboo in my game, as soon as the bamboo spawns, it will basically self-destruct. It'll destroy itself. But this isn't what we want, even though we've used this before. We want to wait. We want to wait a certain amount of time. And how much time do we want to wait? Well, I could declare that up here. I could say public float lifetime. And what did I say? I said I don't really think I need my bamboo for anything longer than 20 seconds. So I'm using floats because I could have 20.2 seconds or 20.5 seconds, even though I don't. And because I'm using a float, I'm using an F, so there's no red lines. And now this lovely destroy method has you can add another argument to it, such as how much time do you want to wait before you destroy said object? Well, I want to wait 20 seconds. I want to wait a lifetime, which, as far as my bamboo is concerned, is 20 seconds. So this basically self-destroys itself. This basically self-destroys itself after 20 seconds. And just one line of code, and now we should be able to theoretically kind of run this game forever, because as long as the amount of bamboos that are spawning doesn't somehow supersede in terms of performance the amount of bamboos that are being destroyed, we should be fine. So here in our hierarchy, we can see all of the game objects, and this was one of the first bamboos that spawned as I started the game. So you can see I clearly could have deleted it a lot quicker, But I really just want to give myself enough time to make sure that it has exited the game before I don't need it anymore. And in the middle of my talking, you can see that it basically deselected itself. And now we've kind of got this growing and shrinking list of game objects because, as we just coded, we're getting rid of those prefabs as we don't need them. Now, you know where this is going. You can do it for the B or for any other game objects that you have. And your computer will thank you a lot now that it doesn't have to keep track of all of this unnecessary information.